Hello, my name is Emma, and for most of my life, I was too afraid to speak English in front of other people. Even saying one simple sentence made me nervous and uncomfortable. I could understand English very well when I read books or watched videos online, but speaking was completely different. The moment I opened my mouth, I felt like my brain stopped working. Every time my teacher asked me a question in class, my heart started beating fast, my hands became cold, and I immediately looked down at my desk to avoid eye contact. I was always worried that people would laugh at my pronunciation, my grammar mistakes, or my accent. That fear slowly became bigger and bigger every year. Because of that fear, I became the quiet student in every English class. Other students answered confidently while I stayed silent, even when I knew the answer. Sometimes I practiced answers in my mind before class started, but when the teacher finally looked at me, I completely froze and forgot everything I wanted to say. One afternoon, my classmates were having a simple conversation in English before class. They were laughing, joking, and speaking naturally while I sat quietly in the corner. At that moment, I suddenly felt left out. I realized that my fear was not only stopping me from learning English, but it was also stopping me from connecting with people. That night, I went home feeling disappointed in myself. I looked in the mirror and asked myself one difficult question. How long will I continue hiding from my fear? For the first time, I understood that waiting for confidence was useless. Confidence would never magically appear one morning while I stayed inside my comfort zone. The next day, my English teacher noticed that I looked upset. After class, she asked me if something was wrong, and for a few seconds, I didn't know what to say. Finally, I told her the truth. I told her that I was terrified of speaking English because I felt stupid every time I made a mistake in front of people. She smiled kindly and said something I will never forget. Emma, nobody learns a language without making mistakes. Mistakes are proof that you are trying. Then she told me another sentence that completely changed my mindset. You need to stop overthinking every word. Just speak and let your brain learn naturally. Her advice sounded simple, but it was very difficult for me. I had spent years trying to make every sentence perfect before speaking. That evening, I decided to try something new. Instead of silently studying grammar rules for hours, I stood in front of my mirror and started speaking English aloud. At first, I felt embarrassed even though nobody was watching me. My pronunciation sounded strange to my ears, and I kept stopping after every small mistake. But I remembered my teacher's words, so I forced myself to continue. I talked about my day, my hobbies, my favorite movies, and even random thoughts in simple English. Sometimes I could not remember certain words, so I used easier words instead. That was the moment I learned an important phrasal verb, keep going. Even when I felt uncomfortable, I kept going every single night for at least 15 minutes. Slowly, speaking English stopped feeling impossible. I also changed the way I studied English. Before that, I only focused on grammar books, but now I started listening to real conversations every day. I watched short English videos during breakfast. listened to podcasts while cleaning my room, and repeated sentences I heard from native speakers. At first, I understood only 50% of what they said, but little by little, my listening skills improved naturally without forcing myself too much. Another useful tip helped me a lot. Instead of translating every sentence from my language into English, I started thinking directly in English. In the beginning, my thoughts were very simple. I thought things like, I am tired, I need coffee, or the weather looks nice today. Those tiny habits slowly trained my brain to become more comfortable with English. For the first time in years, learning English felt enjoyable instead of stressful. A few weeks later, our teacher announced a speaking activity in class. Each student needed to stand up and speak for 2 minutes about their future dreams. The moment I heard the announcement, my stomach dropped. I immediately wanted to find an excuse to avoid the activity completely. Part of me wanted to give up because fear still lived inside me. But another part of me quietly said, if you run away again, nothing will ever change. For the next several days, I practiced my speech every evening. I made mistakes again and again, but this time I didn't panic when things went wrong. Whenever I forgot a sentence, I simply started again. Instead of getting angry at myself, I tried to stay calm and focus on improving little by little. Finally, the day of the activity arrived. One by one, students stood in front of the class and gave their speeches while I nervously waited for my turn. My hands were shaking badly when the teacher finally called my name. For a few seconds, I could barely breathe as I walked to the front of the classroom. I looked around the room and saw dozens of eyes staring at me. Normally, that moment would have terrified me enough to completely shut down. But then I remembered everything I had practiced during the past few weeks. I took a deep breath and quietly told myself, just do your best. At first, my voice sounded weak and nervous. I made a small grammar mistake in my second sentence, and immediately my face became red with embarrassment. But something surprising happened. Nobody laughed. Nobody interrupted me. In fact, most students were listening carefully and respectfully. That moment changed something deep inside me. I realized that the fear in my mind was much bigger than the reality around me. After I finished speaking, my teacher smiled proudly and said, "Excellent progress, Emma." Hearing those words felt like a huge weight disappeared from my shoulders. For the first time in my life, I felt proud of myself instead of ashamed. My English was still not perfect, but I had finally stopped hiding from fear. From that day forward, I challenged myself to speak English more often in small daily situations. I stopped waiting for the perfect moment to practice. Sometimes I spoke to myself while walking outside, and sometimes I recorded my voice on my phone to improve my pronunciation and confidence. At first, listening to my own voice felt uncomfortable, but over time, I became used to it and noticed many improvements in my speaking skills. A few months later, I joined an online English speaking group with students from different countries around the world. In the beginning, I was extremely nervous during conversations, especially when native speakers joined the discussion and spoke very quickly. Sometimes I could not understand everything they said, but instead of panicking, I learned to stay calm and ask simple questions politely. One idiom helped me during difficult moments. Practice makes perfect. Even though perfection takes time, practice always creates progress. Little by little, speaking English became part of my daily life instead of a terrifying challenge I tried to avoid all the time. The more I practiced, the more confident I became. I realized that fluency is not about speaking perfectly. It is about communicating without fear. Today, people are often surprised when I tell them that I was once terrified of speaking even one English sentence in public. Now I help younger students who struggle with confidence just like I did years ago. Many of them think they are bad at English. But I always tell them the same thing. Nobody becomes confident by staying silent forever. Confidence grows only when you take action repeatedly. So if you are afraid of speaking English, please remember this. Making mistakes is normal. Feeling nervous is normal. And starting small is completely okay. You do not need perfect grammar, a perfect accent, or perfect vocabulary to speak English successfully. You only need courage and consistent practice. Speak a little every day, even if your voice shakes and your sentences are not perfect. Every small step brings you closer to confidence. One day, you will look back and realize that the person who once feared speaking English no longer exists. My name is Emma, and this was the story of how I finally found my voice.
Enjoyed the story? Subscribe for more short English stories and daily motivation. New videos every day to help you learn English naturally. Like, comment, and turn on notifications so you never miss a story.